Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to Miller's Woods. What I'm going to be showing you today is how I get free lumber. Well, sort of free lumber. I'll explain more about the sort of at the end of the video. What I'm going to do is I got a log outside the shop here that I'm going to go ahead and mill up with my chainsaw mill. Let's go outside. I'll show you how I do this. So I'm just going to get the saw set up. Get the oil and fuel in it so that it's good to go for the work ahead. And I got this fixture here that goes on attaches to the log for the first cut to clear some snow off the end, and then it's simple screw adjustments. Wish I'd have known when I got this mill that this was probably an unnecessary thing. I see a lot of guys just using a ladder for this purpose, but I have it, and it's very, very accurate and easy to set up. So I measure from the center of the log to the rails so I know where I need to set it for the first cut. Drive the dogs in and attach it. Just double check my measurements. Then to get the saw set up for the spacing that I need and the thickness of the first cut. I'll get it all started. And then the mill just rides along those rails as the saw cuts through. This is a fairly soft wood. It is a log I've had sitting around for quite a while. I'm not sure what it's going to look like, but it's cutting through pretty easy. Once I get all the way through here to get the saw out the other side, then I take the fixture off the fletching piece, lift that up. It looks pretty nice. Then all I have to do is adjust the mill down to the spacing that I want. I'm going to cut 1-inch slabs out of this. There's markings on the upright posts of the mill that are actually incredibly accurate. So I set that to 1 inch. Start the saw up again and start slabbing this piece out. You see there I had a little bit of a problem. The log was moving around, so I took that fletching piece and put beside it to stabilize the log while I continued to make the cuts. And just continue slabbing down the length of the log. Some spalting in this log, which is looks pretty nice. It's probably what making it cut real easy. I'm not sure if this is going to turn out to be usable wood, but or what I could use it for, but it's really nice looking now with the spalting running through it. You may or may not be thinking that why I'm not putting a wedge in the back of these boards as I continue to cut. The log is so small and short and lightweight that it doesn't really bind up on the blade at all. If this was a larger or longer or even wider, I would probably put some wedges in behind as I'm cutting to keep it from pinching the blade, but that's not really an issue with this log. So had to kick some snow out of the way at the start of this one so the end of the mill wasn't rubbing on it as I'm getting down lower and lower. And get this slab out. Now I actually turn the log just a little bit so that it doesn't hit that fletching piece. And as you see right here, once I got past the end of that, I had to swing it back a little bit so I could finish this cut. Makes up quite a pile of sawdust as I go. As you can see the chainsaw hitting it there as I'm going through, but pretty lightweight stuff and it's moving through pretty good. Get it cut and get those pieces out of the way. Well, there we go, everybody. Got it all slabbed out, and I'll get it stacked up here in the shop, and I'll show you how I do that. Now I'll just get some stickers laying on the floor. These are just some scrap pieces of pine I had laying around. Stack the slabs up on there. What I try to be careful of when I'm stacking the lumber is make sure that the stickers underneath are directly over top of each other as you go up the log. You don't want them staggered underneath there. It'll increase the chances of bending and twisting as they dry. To get the last slab up on there. Then I put the 2 stickers just above there where I'm going to put these weights. And I adjust the stickers underneath the weights so that the steel weights aren't actually touching the log. So there we go, and I got them all stacked up and ready to dry. Hopefully they're in a spot of the shop where I don't have to move them around too many times before they're dried and I can use them. So, but that's how I use my mill, and I know that was a pretty small log, but it's what I had available at the moment, and I wanted to get something out there to show you. So I want to thank you all for coming. Please click like. And think about subscribing if you liked the video. Comment, let me know what you think. Is this something you want to see more of? Whatever. So thank you all for coming, and have a good day. Bye.